breathing, despite everything.
Just another crate.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Fall by my hand. I'm ready.
Tormented!
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Can't afford to stay idle. better take a peek. What's next?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside
Lost a day out there.
do whatever it takes. I was praying.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Mummy!
We would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death. I swear it. This is front page material.
Footprints. Leading right into that cave. And these things have stayed interesting.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Quiet. Everyone. Quiet.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Exactly. You freed us from Ketheric's rotten cells. I reckon you can rid us of these Gondians just as easily. You just need a little assistance, and I can provide it. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the Foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast, be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The Foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
A rune powder bomb? Ah, what the devil has he become? You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think? That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary. Gondians respond well to reason. So when you meet them, be reasonable.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
Gondians respond well to reason. So when you meet them, be reasonable. Gondians respond...
Careful! Lots of open flames down here. I don't want that bomb close to any of them. What is it? Yes. I wouldn't have asked you if it wasn't, friend.
Your stubby sausage fingers away from my instruments.
do.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
You throw a fit when there's no one answer. You can last a day out there. We would never hurt him. It had nothing to do with it.
That'll make a great headline.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted.
Exactly.
You've been
Pleasure
practicing
isn't
this
just
for what?
physical.
I know you have.
It's a state.
I don't mind.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Lovely painting. Looking for a loving home. Mate, it's your birthday. You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
And these things are stealing.
Everyone at Sharesh's Caress is a professional.
Whoa.
Sharesh's Caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner.
The neighbours are talking out their asses. Besides, our pantry.
It's very leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember? Let's go to Calm's Gulls. She has the most fabulous suit. It's perfect for a chef. You told me the armor was a bomb.
Still breathing, despite everything. A couple times should
Very
do.
off to meet my mother and father.
It depends on the person.
Seems like a lot.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
you had it, what in the nine hells would you do with it? Think a little, Captain Boss.
He can be set free. I know he can be set free.
If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into the astral.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller than a dog? I much prefer a cat.
You must want for something.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
But what I need, you do have. And you know.
You underestimate the forgotten princess close to the sword.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Even if you had it, what in the nine hells would you do with it? Think a little, Captain Boss.
He can be set free. I know he can be set free.
If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into the astral. You're out of luck.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller? I much prefer a cat.
Chance.
How long's the effects last? You must want for something. Need something.
Everything done. But what I know, you do not have.
You two have rocks for
And
brain. Do you underestimate the forgotten prince's closest sword?
To meet my mother and father.
Certified
They won't care about this.
produce, flavor guaranteed.
We can get
Only the finest produce picked this morning. What can I get for you? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
There's food shortages. rationing. We can't leave anything to chance.
It'll make you feel...
Get your seafood here!
I found it was for cousin here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
Just think, someone will feel the sun on our skin.
That's
After all
good.
this time. Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
It is our chance.
Candle key.
You've been caught in the act. So much for the perfect crime. With your prize discarded,
It happens until he's found.
Now, I'm not the only one with new tricks.
God of the oppressed, my eye. Damn priests. I can't believe
you've been caught in the act. So much what was taken is free to be reclaimed. And you... Not for communal use, it seems.
Thing happened to you.
look at you.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
God of the oppressed, my eye. Damn priests.
Also has
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
And if a patron were a member of staff,
I'd probably...
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Martyrs would be happy to see a trader.
better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I
got kicked out of a temple.
You will when you've met the drow.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else.
Maybe the sir? Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. Bunch of martyrs would be happy
Listen,
to see a trade.
It's got private. And all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. What happened to you?
look
You
at
will when
you.
you've met the drow.
You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Don't you two have rocks for brains?
Let's go to Calm's Gulls. Well, we should hit Rivington next.
I
They're
sense
right at the
some
centre.
hesitation.
It's perfect for a show.
Like what, princess?
I don't know.
It's just impressive to need something like this.
Let's just stick to the list.
The absolute
Music and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron...
Was a stupid idea.
I got kicked out of a temple.
Sit here till the end of bloody time. Stupid bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Rocks for brains. What were you thinking? I am not going inside Hear me out. Chares's Caress also has rooms.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip on her forms and...
More fish! It's good for you.
Butter. Oh, honey.
Such a luxury. We don't need honey.
Oh, but I love honey. I love
Certified, not naturally
Dinner with my parents.
One of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
no screw too loose. No.
Let's go to Calm's Gardens. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir.
You're not wearing...
Did you see how far that watch threw me? How else was I?
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
She has the most... It's perfect for a shirt.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented.
Time to rest.
There's no time to waste.
What does it feel like? You're through me. It's been 10 minutes.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Well, hello. With pleasure.
Did you see how far that water threw me?
Careful, I bite.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
It's very leather-like.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken. I know he looks sketchy, but Enthal doesn't sell any shite. Throw him a few coins if you can, mainly so he can pay me.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers? I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. A pleasure. Jahira needs more friends like you.
Can't give up now.
Well, are we ready for the road once more?
You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty.
A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? Gortash, do you mean? Those metal hunks do not obey a man who sees reason. There is no negotiating with the dead gods' chosen. They know only the language of punishment and pain. To make Baldur's Gate a safe haven, we'll first need to bathe Gortash and Orin in their own blood. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. I like how you think.